When she started in 4th grade, I started to see a change in her. Like, she was walking around with her chest out, very proud of herself, and she was becoming the Taylor that I knew that she was meant to be.
Today she is 17 years old and she has flourished. And if it wasn't for Y.O.U, I don't think she would be where she is today.
To be able to see her in her element and be open and comfortable doing that just amazed me. And I know it's because she's in Y.O.U.
They kind of build trust. Like, I trust them with my child. I feel that she's confident. Even when she's having a bad day, she's never not asked to be at Y.O.U.
Y.O.U's programs are rooted in the University of Chicago's Consortium on School research paper called The Foundations on Young Adult Success, and that looked at youth over the course of time. So from youth all the way from pre-K up until the age 22, kind of what did youth need developmentally in order to be supported at different transition points throughout adolescence. Our continuum of programs at Y.O.U is so important because based on the consortium's research, everything's really rooted in these trusting relationships with adults.
At Y.O.U, we have this awesome group, and it's called Safer Spaces. It's a group designed specifically for youth who identify as part of the LGBTQ community, or they are not sure where they belong, right? They might not be sure they're part of the community, and they're questioning, so they're welcome to come into the group. I can tell you what I think the impact has been of having this Safer Space group, but what I really want to do is share something that one of our youth wrote in an anonymous survey that we conducted. This is what they said. Having this space has meant everything. It saved my life. I didn't think there was anyone like me, and I walk into a room and everyone is like me. I think it's so important for staff to talk about identities because they matter. Having Safer Spaces definitely helped me see myself out of white queerness and know that queerness is so much more outside of whiteness, and that has been liberating.
In elementary school, we're really focused on what does it mean to build content knowledge and to focus on building self-regulation skills. In middle school, it's all about mindsets and building openness and cultivating a growth mindset. And in high school, it's all about values, so that idea of kind of who are you and how do you want to show that to the world and the work that you do.
I feel good when I come into work and the kids are already like, Mr. Aries, we missed you. Like, we have pictures for you. Like, I have a couple of pictures in paintings from various kids in the program that they say like, Mr. Aries is the best, or we love Mr. Aries. So I think I love it a lot.
We took that research and then kind of designed all of our programming age specific around those different developmental milestones in order to ground our programming in research, but then also really help us on the outcome end to say, hey, how are we measuring things?
So Y.O.U provides phenomenal social emotional support for children in our community who otherwise would not be able to access those supports and services. Y.O.U provides academic support for children who need that extra boost. And in Evanston, we have been grappling for decades, if not a century, in a wide disparity between children of color and white children, children of privilege and non-privileged children. And Y.O.U attempts to address that seismic and that just entrenched gap. And so they play a critical role in providing additional supports to children who really need it and who otherwise wouldn't be able to access those services.
We recently just got some news back from looking at our summer research and found that youth who continued on our pathway and were involved in our programming for longer periods of time actually saw higher academic gains than youth who were only participating with us for short periods of time.
Her interest in being an engineer has skyrocketed since being in Y.O.U. Like, they know her at Northwestern already because she's just so into engineering. She's had experiences through Girl Scouts, but mostly through Y.O.U. So to have her now already saying, I want to be an engineer, as a Black woman and a Black mom, I'm like, yes, 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 you can. Yes, I'm happy at this path that she's on. So I definitely appreciate Y.O.U for helping with that.
It means a lot to me to have something such as Y.O.U available, because growing up, I didn't get this opportunity. I didn't have, a lot of the lessons, the help with homework, teachers, being concerned, not just with school, but outside of school as well. I didn't have that growing up. And to actually have it and have that for my daughter, it means everything.